business in the front, party in the back. That is hilarious.
Do you want to sing a song for me?
What kind of song?
You have all those great military songs. Any song that comes to mind. Like the...
I know 1,000 of them. I can't.
There's one about getting up in the morning. You want to stay in bed?
Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I'd much rather stay in bed. The most terrible sound of all is to hear that bugle. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up this morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday they're going to find him dead. And then I'll get that other pup, the guy that gets the bugler up, and spend the rest of my life in bed without a shirt.
That was great. Okay, so, like, there was this girl at work, and I totally thought we were, like, friends, right? Until, like, one day, she said she was, like, in love with this guy, and I'm like, oh my god, which guy? And she's like, that guy over there. And I was like, that's my guy. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, like, you know, we're not, like, engaged or anything, but, you know, we have, like, booty calls almost every weekend, so, like, that's my guy. And she was like, well, because you're not engaged or anything, he's like, open season. And I was like, not if you're my friend, okay? I may have, like, been with a lot of guys, and, like, you can have your pick of them, but as long as I am with said guy, you can't have him. Please don't do that. That is, like, so breaking the friend code. So, like, anyway, she totally, like, went for it. And I was like, oh, no, you didn't. And yeah, he went for it too. So obviously there was, like, no loyalty on either side, whatever. So the sad thing is that they both complained to me that it was, like, awful. So I was like, okay, you both had, like, awful sex, and you opened yourself to more diseases than you needed, and you didn't even like each other, and it sucked, and blah blah blah, and that's what you get, and now you both lost me as a friend. So whatever.
So, I have to get this out here that before my vocal cords get too dang old. It You know, it's been too old. It's gonna rapidly go to 74. And then with increasing even more rapidly to 85. Why? You might ask, viewers. I am toothless for all of you and my very old lungs. I just wanted to mention that as well. That my lungs and my toothless self commemorate and acknowledge all of you over the fact that while my teeth get old rapidly, they should always be in the reach of you whenever you need them. What I'm saying is, I don't need to have you babysit them.
Kitty litter. So my roommate and I, we had this agreement that I get cheap rent, as long as I take care of his 2 cats. I'm not a cat guy. I can't read them. I can't feed them. I don't know anything about them. I just know they purr and they claw. So I have 2 cats living with us, named Little Bit and Scratchy. Okay, so again, I'm just getting to know the cats because we just started living together about 3 months ago, and so part of my deal is to take care of the cats while he's away for work. So he travels for a big multi-million-dollar company. He's gone for weeks at a time, and I have to take care of these 2 cats. So that's like the biggest responsibility I have with my roommate. And my rent is really cheap, like dirt cheap. I mean, we're talking $300 a month. And I don't have a problem. I don't mind taking care of the cat. It's just when they poop, they really shit a lot. And he keeps telling me don't feed them a lot of food. But I said, well, what's a lot of food? He said, well, a cup a day. Is it a cup a day per cat or a cup a day for each cat? So is it a cup a day or 2 cups a day? He said, dude, what did I just say? A cup a day. Okay, so I had to take notes. That's how difficult it was. I had to take notes because I'm not a cat guy. So I try to, take care of the kitty litter box, which I'm not a fan of because, one, there's just something about digging for cat poop in a sandbox in your bathroom. And I don't know, the smell of the fake floral odor that comes out of it, or the roses scented shit that I pick up with a shovel. But digging for poop, it's not quite interesting. It's more of like a job. I mean, I know I'm getting paid, well, actually reduce rent to do this, but I mean, it's like digging for poop is not an exciting thing. It's more depressing. I sit there and I kind of just wonder, it's like, where did my life go? But I mean, I'm getting cheap rent, so so digging for poop, reduce rent, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But when I do that, it's kind of like very, very zenful. I kind of, when I dig for it, I think about things. I think about how worse my life can be. But it's, again, I'm thinking cheap rent, digging for cat poop. Cheap rent, digging for cat poop. So digging for cat poop is not, yeah, nothing's wrong with it. It's just I can't do it for a living. I can't do it for a living. So for those who actually are thinking about trading rent discount for cat poop, it's not a bad thing. Just do what I do. Just close your eyes and do it, and put it in the bag, and be done with it. That's it.
A poem. There's several shades of brown in my panties. From blood the year before to the shot I had it for. There's several shades of brown in my panties. There's other stains unknown in my panties. I don't wear them when I hope to get laid, only when they might receive a new shade. There's other stains unknown in my panties. There's several sizes of holes in my panties. Some were made by fingers, but they're most from laundry ringers. There's several sizes of holes in my panties. There's no elastic left in my panties. With skirts I wear them belted, because the dryer melted. There's no elastic left in my panties. Thank you.
So I remember this time. I had retired from restaurant work, and shortly after I got a job at sea, but it wasn't Navy. It was different. It was with this bug band group. I don't know what they were, and they bought these submarine, and I hesitate to talk about this a little bit. It weirded me out. But I was the chef, and I was getting paid, and I was sworn to secrecy, and they nearly blackmailed me. Goddamn Caribbean. Anyway, so I worked on a yellow submarine with this bug band of some sort. It was like, what, 4 people? They kept on telling me the same thing. All I need is love. I have a love for cooking. That's all I got. And it was kind of interesting. Well, then I gave up that shit. I left with the calamari, swam back to shore. I worked there for about 3 days. It was fucking weird. And they were all on coke, I think. I don't know. I think they were British. Europe, other part of Europe. Anyway, I went to America, which was great because, Yellow Submarine was belonged in Britain. They sailed to America. I got off, and there you go. 3 days. It's really cool. Anyway, I get in there, and then I worked shift for another weird band, and it was some kind of chimp or a grill, a monkey, monkeys, I think it was, the 12 monkeys or something, I don't know. And they stink real bad, they stink, the music shit, the music if it's shit. So I move on from there. I'm getting older, and then I end up working for some guy out of Vegas, some singer who's like big pot-belly guy, overdressed. Weird way of thanking people. Whatever. And anyway, he had some kind of quiver in his voice every time he told somebody he loved them. Anyway, I move on from that shit. I'm getting tired of working for bands with weird names. And then the 90s come around. And it's pretty good bands from there on. And then I got a job, whatever the word is for, bringing out food, a little buffet line for some kind of flying leaf band of some sort, I don't know. Girl doesn't know how to sing or shit. She sings good for the first 3 moments, catches my interest, all of a sudden, I lose hearing in this ear. I still hear that annoying voice. I don't know why people listen to this shit. It is so weird. I was going to work for this rapper, but he was only going to pay me 50 cents, so... And that's how I got into politics.
People have said that the fame has gone to my head, but I don't think so. I think my head has gone to the fame. Right? Yes, that is right. And all this talk of I'm making too much money. Oof! Peh. I am making not enough money. You feel me? That is how the saying goes, right? Of course that's how the saying goes.